Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the Parks Accessibility Conference. My name is Allison, and I will be your host for today. I am a 35-year-old female with short, light brown hair, and I'm wearing glasses and a light pink sweater today. Today's theme is major barriers affecting park accessibility. Before we dive in, I wanted to let attendees know that we have made some adjustments to the viewing options based on some feedback yesterday. We have both ASL and LSQ interpreters at our conference. However, we understand that seeing both interpreters might be overstimulating for some viewers. Unfortunately, Zoom does not allow customization of screen states, but we have adjusted the view on our YouTube live stream. If you would prefer, you can use the links in the chat to access the English YouTube live stream with just the ASL interpreter, or the French YouTube live stream with just the LSQ interpreter. And thank you to the attendees who brought this to our attention. While this conference is virtual in nature and we have speakers and attendees from across Canada and internationally, the Parks Accessibility Research and Conference team acknowledge that the land on which this conference is hosted is the traditional sacred territory of many First Nations civilizations, including the Mississauga of the Credit Anishinaabe, Three Fires Confederacy Peoples, the Haudenosaunee Six Nations Confederacy Peoples, and the ancient Wendat peoples. The territory, which we refer to as Toronto, is ceded land covered under Treaty 13 between the Mississauga of the Credit Nation and the Crown. The sacred custodianship of these lands comes from the Dish with One Spoon Treaty and the covenant between the Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee established way before contact with settlers. Today, this land is now home to many, including the First Nations peoples, as well as Métis and Inuit people. As settlers and visitors on this territory, we strive in our service to understand our responsibilities and purpose as custodians and caretakers of these sacred lands. At the same time, we strive to reconcile and understand these Indigenous civilizations whose continue to be impacted by the ongoing process of colonialism. We invite all conference speakers and attendees to take a brief moment of self-reflection to contemplate your relationship with the land where you reside. As you attend this conference, let us pay respect to the Indigenous peoples that inhabited these sacred lands way before you and we arrived. And let us today pay our respects to the original caretakers of these sacred lands. Thank you. We have some housekeeping. We invite attendees to submit questions using the Q&A feature found at the bottom of your screens. Questions can also be submitted by telephone by calling 416-597-3422, extension 7879. And you can type that extension in right away and not have to listen to the UHN preamble. Questions can also be submitted by email to engineeringhealth@uhn.ca. We have a tight schedule to stick to, but we'll try to answer all questions time permitting. If you require French captions, those will be displayed on a separate screen. Please see the links in the chat box. If you are accessing the conference audio using the telephone line, you will only be able to hear the conference in the original language each speaker is using. And if you run into any technical difficulties accessing the conference, please email us at engineeringhealth@uhn.ca or call 416-597-3422, extension 7879. Just a reminder that we have a fully accessible virtual goodie bag available on our website. The items featured in the goodie bag are from various disability-focused and run Canadian companies and disabled artists. We are grateful and honored to feature these items at our conference.